Hello, my draconian dermatologists. Anyways, it's your boy Zionic Blader, and welcome to another Bakugan Battle Planet unboxing and competitive review. And it looks like my luck is starting to take a new leaf now. Remember all those months where I couldn't even find a single single diamond that was past wave 1? Well, it seems a couple weeks apart, I find two diamonds that I don't even have. First was the Diamond Hydrus, and now it is the Diamond Garganoid Ultra. Now, the interesting thing about this one is that since I live in Canada, anything past wave 2 is extremely hard to find. So the fact that I was able to find a wave 3 diamond is pretty spicy there, my friends. But anyways, enough of my gloating and flexing. It's time to unbox this bad boy. Let's open this bad boy up. Now, you know the funny thing about this is that I was walking past this this selection of Bakugan in my local game store for like weeks on end, and I didn't actually properly look at it because in face value it was like, oh, it's just the same old Bakugan. But then all the way in the back, I find the Diamond Garganoid starter pack. I mean, how lucky is that? No one took us in the weeks that it was there. But I guess before we take a look at the Diamond Garganoid, we should take a look at the cards that it comes with. This is the Canadian one, so we might be getting the... It feels a bit thick, so maybe we're getting 3 of each. I don't know. It's in its plastic. Now, because this is an Ultra Bakugan, we get 2 cards. We get the character card and the ability card. In this case, it will be an evolution card because it is... Oh, how do I... Because it is a diamond, it'll come with the evolution card instead of the normal action card that the regular Darkus Garganoid will come with. And interestingly enough, the diamond came out before the regular version, which is interesting. I mean, usually there was a precedent where the diamond would come out either at the same wave as the normal version or at a wave before it. Now we have Garganoid Ultra, 300 B power, 5 damage. I think these are the same stats as Serpentes Ultra, Pyrus Serpentes Ultra. We have Shield and Green Fist. Shield and Green Fist are two Bakukors where Bakugan that have them are very powerful. I know there's decks that are centered around just Shield and Green Fist. Now let's see. Oh, yep, we get 3 of each. And now Garganoid Ultra for 5 energy. You can evolve this guy, and you get 700 B power, 9 damage, and plus 800 if you land on a shield. Now that's a similar effect to Darkus Nilius Ultra, but I don't know. 5 is a bit expensive. Not sure about that. We get 3 of him because it is a Canadian international release kind of thing. So we get 3 of each, which is good. I mean, if you're into that sort of thing. But I don't know if we can use all of them in one deck because they have different languages. But I guess since this it doesn't really there doesn't have any effects that are blocked by the language barrier. So I guess we can use all 3 copies in a deck if you really wanted to. But I mean, I don't know why you would. But anyways, we get the cores. We get 2 cores, obviously. We get the shield one is plus 300, which is actually pretty good. Not too bad. And then the Green Fist 150 plus 1. Not the best Green Fist that you can get, but I mean, it's not the worst either. But anyways, let's take a look at the Bakugan itself. Alright, here is the Diamond Garganoid Ultra right out of the box. Now, obviously, since this is one of the bigger Bakugan Ultras, there is a lot more clear plastic as compared to the other Bakugan Ultras that we've had released prior. And because this is a Bakugan Ultra, this is a Diamond Bakugan that's past wave 1, it has that slight glossy finish on the opaque plastic, though there is less of it on the tail. I guess it probably would have been too much shiny plastic, but I mean, I don't know. But the head and the arms absolutely have that really shiny, sparkly kind of look to their finish on it, which is pretty cool. And as always, the Garganoids are pretty hard to close. I mean, I've gotten used to it because I have an Aurorus not Garganoid, what am I talking about? Garganoid I have an Aurelus Garganoid in my deck, so it's pretty easy for me to close it together. But I mean, if you need help closing it, just watch the video that the Spinmaster website has, or the Bakugan YouTube channel has, or whatever. But yeah, let's take a look at this guy in its ball form. And here is Garganoid Ultra in its ball form. Now, as always, Garganoids tend to have a very rugged kind of ball form. You just have to be very careful when you're rolling it. Make sure that you're rolling it straight. Otherwise, any kind of turns or whatnot can really mess up your roll when trying to pick up a Bakucore. But as for looks-wise, the diamond clear see-through plastic really goes well with the black. The Darkus Bakugan in their diamond forms tend to be a lot more pretty-looking compared to other Bakugan in diamond forms. But I mean, that is just a preference of mine, you know. But anyways, let's see how this guy opens up. Alright, now the whoops. The arrow is right over here, so we gotta make sure we roll this way. Now let's see if we can get it on our first try. Oh no, whoops. Oh man. Whoops, what am I even doing? There we go! I realized Garganoid Ultra actually flips very far. So we gotta make sure this time that we get it on camera. Let's see if we can do it. I'm doing this with my left hand, I'm right-handed, so let's go. No. 3, 2, 1, McCardum will go. There we go. Oh. Hey. I flipped it. Auto review. Obviously, it goes without saying that if you see Diamond Garganoid Ultra in the wild, it's worth picking up for the novelty of it, or to sell and trade to someone else, as the market for Diamond Bakugan is high. However, what about Darkus Garganoid Ultra in general? Is he a Bakugan that you want in your team? Well, let's take a look at its base stats. 5 damage is pretty good to deal to your opponent, however with 300 B power, it leaves more to be desired. Though, with B power like that, there is still hope for the Bakugan if the evolutions are good. As of right now, there are 2 evolutions, Diamond and Maximus. Unfortunately, both evolutions are plagued with having too high of a cost to be worth using. Maximus Garganoid Ultra has a nice once per turn reroll effect, but also a very interesting effect that lets it be summoned from the discard pile. If it weren't for the fact that it needed 8 energy to evolve, it would have been really good. But the fact that it needs 8 energy means that I would have to pass on using this guy in the deck. Next we have the Diamond evolution. It is cheaper, and can have a higher B power than its Maximus counterpart. However, it is plagued with the fact that it is outclassed by Hyper Nilius Ultra. Hyper Nilius uses the same effects but has 200 less B power, though it does make up for the fact that Nilius Ultra brings in 2 shield cores instead of 1, and takes a whole 2 less energy to evolve. The fact that Garganoid benefits most with shield cores means that Garganoid won't be much of a help in Green Fist decks. But even if it did, there are better Darkus Bakugan with Green Fists. If you just need 1 Green Fist, then there is the high B powered Darkus Hydorus Ultra. If you need 2, there is Darkus Hydrus, with its evolution benefiting from a Green Fist deck. With all things considered, due to its relatively low B power, and its evolutions being too much of a high cost to use, really, Darkus Garganoid Ultra is really only worth buying for collection purposes only. Anyways, this has been Zeonic Blader. If you enjoyed this video and review, make sure to hit the like button and subscribe. Or don't, because I'm not the boss of you and you can do whatever you want. It is a free country, depending on the country you live in. Anyways, this has been Zeonic Blader, and I'll catch you tomorrow.